Good morning. This is Shirley Luu coming to you from Focus in Finance. I'm your host for the day. It's the last episode when I talked about money, about how I was offering a career opportunity. And of course, immediately after that, I was getting calls. People were like, okay, so let me get this straight. Is it paid? Is it, how do we get paid? And all the other stuff. How do you get clients? Do we have to do door knocking? Any of that? So I want to go ahead and kind of demyth some of the question and answer maybe some of it so that you guys could hear what it is. So one of the things I had mentioned that way, I said, well, first of all, if you're interested in exploring with our company, there are certain certification requirements that you would need to have, okay? And we will help you with getting that certified. And once you get certified after studying, and by the way, it doesn't take very long. I literally have, folks study a very, very short period of time. There will be study material that we will provide information. And then you can, of course, from there, study. You can do it at home. And actually, you're going to have to take an exam. There's actually a facility exam across 50 states. But usually, if you take the exam in your local city where you live, I always recommend that much better. Or you may say, you know what, Shirley, can I take the exam at home? The answer is yes. But let me tell you, when you take the exam at home, it's not easy, okay? The reason for being is that they monitor you very, very carefully, everything. For the ladies who have long hair, they're going to make you put your hair up. For ladies who wear earrings, they're going to tell you to take it off. You got a necklace, get rid of all that. Literally, they make you clean the whole thing because they don't want you to, I don't want to say cheat, but you're being very closely monitored, so it's very painful. So I always recommend that you get certification on that. And for those who also ask me, say, well, what happened if I failed? Like anything else, guys. You know how if you're in school, you failed, the teacher said, hey, I'll let you do makeup session? Well, kind of same thing. If you fail, they'll give you a couple days to think about it, and then you can turn around and go take the actual exam and all that. And for those audience who's coming in and say, what in the heck is she talking about? This has to do with the previous episode. I was just telling folks that I was looking to potentially hire folks to come into my organization and working with me and my team as a contractor, where we would provide the leads and things like that when it's needed. Now, of course, let's talk about leads for a minute. You don't just automatically get leads or automatically assigned to you unless I feel that you, number one, you've been trained, that you know what to say, how to say it. You've done the marketing, the skills. You have to actually do an actual presentation, because when you do a presentation, then we can help you critique it. Okay, this is how you say it. We teach you how do you decipher. Well, surely I've never done this before. How do I know? What do I recommend? And those things are so important, that being able to give the proper recommendation. You don't just arbitrarily, give one solution to everybody. No, every client's different, every age is different. We will help you. We will work with you and explaining. And usually at the beginning, you're assigned a director that would train you, that would help you, that would show you all the ways, how to get appointed and all that stuff. You're not going to be left alone. I promise you. The only time we're going to leave you alone is when you say, you know what, I feel really good, comfortable about it. And then we also feel you comfortable about it. And of course, a lot of times I always have folks say, oh, I know how to do it. No. Prove to me you know how to do it in front of me. And so therefore, I test them out. And usually I don't test them out just in front of me. I test them out with a group of agents similar to them. And the things about these is that the purpose of testing out is that not to demoralize you, any of that stuff, but rather than as a team giving input. Hey, if I were you, I could say this better or that better. It is a very constructive criticism where we can give each other feedback and we learn from each other. And everybody has a different style, so they learn from each other, say, oh, I like that, what he just said. Oh, I can definitely do that, right? So you're going to get a lot of intense training. And speaking of training, folks always say, well, what kind of training that you help us get certified to do this? Well, let me see. You have on-the-job training. You have field training, you've got video training, you've got a lot of carrier training, you've got lots and lots of things that we've already recorded, pre-recorded. You get real client access. Like, for example, I may take you out with me to let you experience what it's like being trained, hearing the client's concerns, question, objection, all those kind of things. And there's so many different financial product and services. We sometimes have you what's called a subject matter expert. So we may say, okay, you know what? It seems like you're really strong in this particular product. Then we will let you work on that particular thing or some other stuff. But like I said, the more knowledge you know, the better it is to be better equipped for your client. You're never alone. The beautiful part is folks ask me, well, when do I have to come into the office? Well, I highly recommend come to the office when you learn. Nowadays, technology changes so much. I'm doing a ton of Zoom call. And for me, it was so cool. I was at home at 7 o'clock in the evening, relaxing a little bit. I get a call from Las Vegas or California. And one of them said, I have a 7 o'clock appointment with my client in California. How in the heck can you help me? Well, guess what? It's 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right? Because it's 7 o'clock in California. But we were able to help. Isn't that cool, being able to be all 50 states, anywhere, Hawaii? Okay, so I'm looking at expanding in Hawaii. Now, Hawaii is like 6 hours away. But people there in Hawaii needs insurance, guy. People in Hawaii needs retirement. People in Hawaii needs health insurance. They need life insurance. They need, IRA. They need all these kind of things that no matter where you're in region of the wood, if you need money, you need us. Let me repeat it. You need money and you need protection, those kind of things. You need us. So therefore, this is one of the most lucrative career. And too often this is what happened, right? So you meet a financial advisor or other folks, and after they finish handling your finance, they say to you, hey, thank you so much for the business. I appreciate it. Other than that, that's it. I met a bunch of CPA out there working with other firms that say, hey, just give me a referral, that's it. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think, if you have CPA out there listening to me, give me a call, because you know why? You could be a wealth of information that can help our clients. Perhaps, we can give you some business in exchange. I believe every person I reach and talk to, my team and I do reciprocal business to give you that opportunity. But at the same time, why not, if you're in the industry already, perhaps in some way, somehow, we can work on an arrangement. You could be my referral partner. There's nothing wrong in life. The referral partner is probably one of the best opportunity there is. There was a realtor came into my house, in my office the other day. And immediately when he came in, afterward, I gave him an opportunity, a client that's looking to buy a home. So I gave that to him. And then I turned around and said to him, I said, you're in the real estate market. I said, do you understand you gave the client the biggest asset that they can have in their life, but at the same time, you gave them the biggest liabilities? When they buy the house in the beginning, it doesn't belong to them. For the next 30 years or 15 years, it belongs to the bank. It belongs to investment firm. It belongs to whoever gave them that mortgage. So if you passes away, who gets the house? Your family not going to get the house. Not if you still owe money. Absolutely not. You have to sell the house. And whatever, hopefully, profit that you made on the house can pay off the loan. Then you get that other little portion that you get with it. But until it is paid off, let me tell you, the first 10, 15 years, your family still owe a ton of money on that house. It still doesn't belong to them. So what if you're a realtor and said, oh, I sold you the house, but you know what? I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you protect that. We talk about mortgage protection in some other episode and things like that. And we talk about there's a lot of things that is just not death anymore with having that house. What if, you get hurt or get sick some way, somehow, and now you can't make a mortgage payment? Imagine having life insurance that can give you those kind of things. And it's too often, looking at the life insurance, what kind you have, people will have to, oh, I got $500,000 in accidental. Well, did you know accidental only pay if you accidentally die in an accident? And most people don't die in an accident, guys. You know that, right? Most people do not die in an accident. Okay? You'll be lucky. 98% of folks don't die in accident. Okay, so they die from other causes, whether it's sickness or something else or another issue. So having the right insurance to help guide the people out there, the right investment firm, how to teach them to have growth in the market and no losses, these are the things that you can be doing. And I'm always looking for a good trainer. If you come in, you get certified the right way, you help me train others and you get paid. What's not to like? It is a career. It is one of the most awesome career that you can possibly think of that you can have. And it's not just a one-time now, with the future that you can lie ahead and help your family and at the same time help a lot of people. So with that being said, hey, the future's bright. Reach out to me, because let me tell you, you won't regret it. If you're looking to have a change, call me. If you're looking for part-time, call me. If you're looking for full-time, call me. The sky is unlimited. It is for yours to take, and it is for yours to deserve what you get paid. If you think you're underpaid, then you definitely need to call me, because our company has a very, very, very well paid. And last, I'll end this note. Some of you guys say, well, how the heck do you get paid? How do people get paid? All those kind of things. When you reach out to me, I will share with you on different product and services, how we get paid by the insurance carrier, different investment firm. That's how we get paid. And again, there's probably not enough time for me to try to go into detail paid, because that's something very personal, but I would definitely discuss one-on-one with you. Fully disclosure, I'll tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly, everything about it, so that you can, in your right mind, equip whether or not are we the right choice to make a move. But I tell you, there are more than 7 ways I pay you. So if you reach out, I would love to have a candid conversation with you. Again, bring to the table, if you got a current job and said, I want to take a look, that this makes sense, we'll talk. We'll have that private interview and see if it makes sense, okay? So, I would love for you to reach out to me. My name is Shirley Luu. My direct number is 703-608-1203. And if you're trying to figure out who's our credential are, just Google my name and you will see. Again, I always remember and love this, and I try to encourage every day. We rise by uplifting others.